Hi, this is just a brief tutorial to help you know how to make images that you can use in sliders for your e-commerce stores if you choose to use them. Usually very easy to do. It just involves learning to think a little bit in layers. And so I'm going to show you briefly how to do that using a simple online image editor called Pixlr.com. So I'm going to go to Pixlr.com and I'm going to go ahead and open a image template that I have that's the right dimensions. So one of the first things you want to determine for your image sliders is how big should the image be. So once you've kind of figured that out and have an image that's about this, you can create a template image, those dimensions. To make a new slide, what you would do is go ahead and open that template. And here I have one here. And this particular one is about 950 pixels wide by about 400 high. And you'll notice that even though it looks white, there is a slight background texture to this because this background texture, in my case, is going to match the background texture of the actual website itself. So it looks seamless. And this is one good technique to use smaller file sizes like JPEGs rather than using completely transparent images like PNG, which can be larger. So moot point, but nonetheless, let's show you how to do it. So going back here, now that I have dimensions correct, I'm going to go ahead and Pixlr over to this layers box, and you'll see I only have one layer, and that's my background. And I'm going to double click on this lock pad in order to unlock it for editing. Now, how do you add an image now on top of this? Well, I'm going to go grab a product image of a special that we want to feature. And to do this in Pixlr at least, we want to add another layer. And you can do that slightly different methods than other image editing programs, but basically we want to add a layer on top with the product sitting on the background. So in Pixlr, I'm going to go to the layer menu, and I'm going to do open image as a layer. So I can not open a separate image, but just open this one atop the same one. So here I have a product image here that Garrett AT Gold. And from my previous video, you might remember that I showed you how to cut out an image from its white background. And here is that PNG transparent image version of the same product here to the right, excuse me. So I'm going to click to open that and insert it as a layer on this image. Now the original image was a larger one, as you can see here. And so what I'm going to do is, with the product image highlighted as opposed to the lower layer, I'm going to go ahead and go to Edit, Transform, and I'm going to grab these small boxes or handles with my mouse, and I'm going to go ahead and just start resizing that. Go in the middle here and just move it a little bit, and resize that to where I like it, and keeping the proportions correct. And then once I like it, I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and it sets it in stone. I can make sure my little grabber tool to move it around is selected, and that this layer is highlighted, because it will affect only the layer that's highlighted, and I'm going to place that where I'd like. Now in this case, the words are coming from text that you type in from this particular website's program. So all I need is the slide with an image. So I'm going to go ahead and move it to the other side because it looks like that will work better for me. And so I'm done. I can add any product here, and it works best if it's cut out, especially atop this slightly textured colored background, not quite white. So I'm going to hit save, and because I have a colored background, I can use a lower file size format like JPEGs, which will save us 33 kilobytes. It's not too bad for loading on a web page. And I can change the name and hit save. And so now when I upload that image, it will fit these dimensions. And of course, in this program, I'll type the text that should go with it, and you'll have a nice sliding image.